I just put the gimbal a little bit down to show you the beautiful England countryside where we are passing at the moment. Look at that, this is beautiful area of the UK. The traffic is smooth on the motorway.
Low battery warning. The drone is under return to home soon. Return to home.
At 19% and we are 2.2 kilometers away. So bit worry, we'll see what happens.
The voltage is too low. Please land as soon as possible.
Luckily we get it back only 2-3 meters away, and the drone came back with fully discharged battery.
Welcome to Drone World.
Mode obstacle avoidance mode. Please fly with caution. Refresh the return point.
I'm sending
Please
on
mind
a
the return
very low
position.
altitude because I'm on hill at the moment, so we'll do the test like while it go in the same altitude. It's showing me only just 0.8 meters height or altitude, but actually where it is going from, it's roughly about 20 or 30 somewhere meters at the moment, because I sent him just straight ahead, and gradually I'll put the altitude high because the range, I need the range as well. I'm sending it a little bit high, and from my position it is showing around 50 now. This is 50 meters of the altitude, 60 actually. So I'm sending it straight. Soon as like I will go for around 2 kilometers away, then I will increase the altitude again. So yeah, it's going. We have approached about just past the 700 meters, and the battery level is showing 96% at the moment with the 7.6 volt. I'm gradually pushing the altitude slowly, so it will not consume too much battery while it is going forward and also up as well. The speed is 8.5 meters per second, and I'm on nearly 64 meters of altitude, which is going high and high, slowly. This is the position which I am using at the moment. You can see in the screen. So one throttle is going forward straight, fully pushed, and this is the one where I'm using a little bit stick for altitude high, getting high, slowly. So meanwhile, I'm gonna show you, just put the gimbal a little bit down to show you the beautiful England countryside where we are passing at the moment. You can see the views, beautiful farms of England, and also the country houses. I can see a little bit a jello in the footage. You might be able to see that as well. The house you can see in the middle of the picture is slightly like jelly. There is a jello reaction from this video. I believe that this is the camera, or could be because of the cold, because UK weather is always cold, but at the moment it's not too cold today. and it's a sunny day, beautiful sunny day with partially clouds on it. There is no wind. I'm sitting here very calm. There is no wind at all. I cannot feel. Now, as you can see, a little bit gimbal up, and you can see the clouds and also the blue sky. There is a little bit tilt horizon issue with the camera, but that does. Even the DJI that is doing the the Mini 2, because I have the Mini 2 as well, so that's doing sometimes the similar thing, because the camera tilts when there is a little bit wind force there. And anyways, speed, we are still on the same speed at 8.5 meters per second, and our altitude is 70 meters. The position you can see on the screen, the remote control position, there is a Google coordinates on the bottom, and that's for remote, which is my location actually. And the just up of the remote there is a aircraft or aeroplane sign for the position or current location of the drone itself. Look at that beautiful farms of UK. We are at the moment 81 meters of altitude with the same speed of 8.5 meters per second. We are passing a beautiful countryside with the agricultural farms and also trees, beautiful nature. And we just passed 3 kilometers of the range. I do not see any kind of signs of signal lost, or the battery is 82% at the moment. And still I can see on screen there is a jello effect on the camera, and this is the little bit problem with the Zino Mini Pro, which is doing the jello effect on the screen sometimes, and sometimes it goes very smooth. I don't understand why it is doing that. It could be possible if I do the upgrade or update this firmware, might be helpful. Just passing the railway tracks, you can see. I may be able to show you if there is any train is passing around, so that looks beautiful from the top of the drone view, you can say. Unfortunately, we could not see any kind of train at the moment. Might be they are coming later on, or might be when we coming back, because when we will reach the 55% of the battery, then I will press the home button on a 55%. So I'll take a little bit risk. Today I'm going to plan actually to send this drone around 7 or 7.5 kilometers far. So return will be roughly about 14 to 15 kilometers. So we have just passed on 4,200 meters, which is called 4.2 kilometers at the moment. So still going with a very healthy battery at 74%. Full satellites like 15, and also the battery voltage is 7.2 volt. With FPV signals, they are full, and there is no signal loss. The remote control is working, and it's responding perfectly fine. The horizon issue just automatically fixed by the drone. Now it seems to me like straight image, and we put a little bit gimbal down. You see the beauty of the countryside of UK, and also the farmhouses, and plus the trees, the cleaning. Very nice. I love it. Especially today is a lovely day. It's a sunny day, and you can see the aerial image or aerial footage of the UK itself. So let me say to you, we are at the moment 115 meters away. Sorry, 115 meters of altitude, and just 5 kilometers away, just past the 5 kilometers, and going from above the little bit how would you call this, is a little jungle or too many trees, forest area. This called, I think, the nature reserve, because the UK has got too many nature reserves where people enjoy the birds, because different types of birds, they come around and they make the nests in the different type of trees. We're passing 5.5 kilometers. As you can see, the beauty of a sunny day with a little bit clouds on it, and the direction of the drone is straight with the same speed of 8.5 meters per second, and the altitude is 116, which I'm going to increase up to 120, which is maximum legal limit in the UK. So this is at 120 meters of altitude, and we are nearly 6 kilometers away. The good thing on the Zino Mini Pro, this app is very nice. It's showing you the CPU temperature as well on the rear, on the bottom right corner. It says CPU 36 Celsius. So 36 Celsius is pretty good, and also it's in a green. As soon as it goes like over 40, then it changes color to amber, then yellow, or I think at the 80 or 70 of the temperature it goes to red, and which is dangerous to fly in that situation. We have to cut the power and bring it down as much as possible, as quick as possible. So now you can see we are achieving the 6.5 kilometers at 61% of battery, and the full signals. There is no loss of signal. The satellites, they are at 15, and I'll send this drone to fly a little bit more, about up to 55% of battery when left. You see, we are just close to a motorway which called M1 of the England, and there is a nature reserve, jungle trees, too many, and farming area. We are just passing at 120 meters of altitude with the speed of 8.6 meters per second. So look at that. This is beautiful area of the UK. The traffic is smooth on the motorway, and we just passed the 7 kilometers. So returning definitely will be, if we get the drone back, then it will be over 14 kilometers return, which is a very good battery time. And also the distance, look at that. This is the distance, 7.2 kilometers, now 7.3 kilometers away, and we are still going very smooth at the 56% of battery at the moment. And we are about to press the return button, or return to home button. We are at 56% of battery, and we just passed the 7.5
Low
kilometers.
battery warning.
And
The
now,
drone is under return to home soon.
as you can see,
Return to home.
whatever I planned, actually, with the 55% of battery left, and we pressed the home button, and it was also, the drone was feeling that we should go back in time with the enough battery. It senses that how far we are and how far can drone go back, or how much is the battery left, then drone can sense, and it sends the message on screen. So this is a very good system. At 55% of battery, we press the home button. Actually, if I could go even more. It was going far with full signals. I think it could go up to even 10 kilometers, which is the Hubsan Zino Mini claiming that it can go up to 10 kilometers away. So it could go possibility, because I'm just returning from 7.5 kilometers, and it seems like with the full signals of remote, and also there is no problem at all with the FPV screen. There was no signal loss at all, perfectly full signals. And as you can see, it's coming back with 10.5 meters per second. So this is the good news, actually, because when we were going away from, and it was showing me 8.5 meters per second. So now this is 2 meters more than the previous speed. So returning speed is better than sending speed. So that makes a sense that I'm hoping it will come back within the battery, but it's losing battery. It's at the moment 48%, and with the same altitude of 120 meters per second. Now we have already traveled more than 1 kilometer. So close to 6 kilometers at the moment, returning faster than it was going. The returning speed, as I said before, it is 10.4 meters per second, and just at this 6 kilometers now, 5.9.99 something, whatever. And we put the gimbal down, and you can view the UK aerial view of countryside, which is most beautiful in the world. .43% 43% of battery with 6.3 volts. And the CPU temperature is 33.3 Celsius. Sorry, it's 33 Celsius. Passing over a little housing colony, or I don't know which area is it. I need to check it on the Google map with the coordinates where the drone is coming from at the moment, and it's passing from that area with the beautiful trees, grass, greenery, nature. On screen you can see just hit the 39% and the battery sign is in yellow. So that makes like generally whenever if you are flying this drone and it shows the battery warning, the first battery warning at 40% of remaining. As soon as it hits the 40%, then it gives the first warning for the return to home. But this is already returning to home, so we will not see any kind of message that return home. We can only see the message landing or forced landing message if the battery hits to 10%, or I think up to 5%, then it forces to land wherever it is, even in the water or in the field or on the road or wherever it is passing from. So 35%, I'm a little bit worried about it because I think it traveled, oh yeah, it traveled 3 kilometers. It traveled 3 kilometers with 20% of battery, because 55% battery when we press the home button, and now it is 34%. So 20% battery took, and it traveled just above or more than 3 kilometers, which is not too bad. But the problem, unfortunately, I can see that it's draining a little bit faster than before. We are passing again above the railway tracks, and we are not watching. We cannot see any kind of train is coming. The train views, I love them. They look gorgeous. Okay guys, we are 3.8 kilometers away, and at 30% of battery, speed is 10.8 meters per second with the 6.2 volts. On screen you can see, and it's on the normal mode. I just wanted to remind you, we are flying at the normal mode, not the sports mode, not the film mode. This is the normal mode, and the maximum speed on the normal mode, and this drone goes up to 10 kilometers per second roughly. And if we press the sports button, then we need to force with the sticks, but unfortunately the sports mode takes too much battery, which will be nearly impossible to bring it back in the sports mode. So I would suggest to you, if you are flying it away, then fly up to 8 or 9 meters per second. So what I'm going to do, I'm cancelling the return and doing it manually up to 8 meters per second, because we are losing battery too much, and this is at the moment 25%, you can see. So to reduce the power, we are going to operate with the manual sticks, and I will achieve the 8 meters per second speed, which is more economical, you can say in the other word. I'm adjusting the speed of 8 meters per second. You can see on screen possibility. Well, and we are losing battery, and I am worried now, because this is at 23% of battery, and we are just over 2.7 or 2.6 kilometers away, and 22% the battery is losing too quick. I am worried at the moment. Even though I'm operating with the manual sticks, you can see
Low battery warning. The drone is under return to home soon.
I have already pressed the home button anyway, but let me press the automatic home button.
Return to home.
I do not want to lose it, because when I press the manual sticks, I don't know where it is heading to. It could be it could drag to left or right, and I can lose the position. So home button is better at the moment, because the battery is critically low at the moment at 19%, and we are 2.2 kilometers away. So bit worry. We'll see what happens. 17% only, and we are 2 kilometers away, and I think I need to rush it, or there is a possibility that we have to land it somewhere in a safe place, and we can bring it back. So 1.7 kilometers, that is, my heart beating is getting high. Look, we are at 1.6 kilometers now at 15% of battery. I can bet you, because this is the best test we can do. If we get it back with the same battery, still 1.5 kilometers away, and with the 14% of battery, so that is the maximum flight of this drone will be. Or otherwise, we are at the moment 13% and losing battery too fast. Even the losing battery is greater than the previously when we were sending the drone away. So it's losing battery. You can see it's at 12% with the 5.8 volts. The distance is only remaining just above the 1 kilometer. Still hoping it will come back, but if we lose it, then we will not lose it too far. It will be nearby, I think less than a kilometer. Or now it says the battery extremely low, please land as soon as possible.
The voltage is too low, please land as soon as possible.
You see, at 10% we got the battery sign, and it's asking for land as soon as possible. 9% of battery, still nearly 600 meters away. Still hoping it will come back. 8%, 500 meters. Oh yes, I'm sure it will come back. 6%. See, losing battery too quick. And the drone is 400 meters away from me. At 5% of battery, it will say to me that it's landing forcefully or something. Just at the 5% now, and we are only 200 meters away. That's good. I'm pretty sure I will get it back. That's exciting, to be honest with you.
The battery energy is about to run out. Over discharge will damage the battery.
Oh, it's almost arrived.
Cancel return.
60, 50, no, 4% of battery, and the drone is just above me. You might see it. Let me put the camera, and it's
The voltage is too low. Please land as soon as possible.
3%, and I'm putting it down as quick as possible. 70 meters of altitude and 3% of battery left only. That's great news, guys. I'm really 100% satisfied. Look at that. I don't know, you can see in the screen or not, but anyways,
landing.
It's automatically landing at 1%, and there you can see I'm sitting there operating this drone, and let me turn it, get it back as a reverse. And good news, best news is a very good test. It's landed. It's landed by itself forcefully at the one.
Gimbal is under protection. Please check if it's jammed.
Okay, now as you can see, luckily we get it back only 2-3 meters away, and the drone came back with fully discharged battery, which I love it. That today we actually proved that actually it flew around 15 kilometers guys, 15 kilometers. It flew with the round trip of one battery and safely returned at 1% of battery. I love it, beautiful. And we will test another on the same direction. I will send it now with my DJI Mini. So this is my DJI Mini. I'll send it now. So please check the link in the description. That I will send the DJI Mini as well now for the range test, and the DJI Mini I will send for up to 55%, the same situation, and we will see how far it can go with the one battery. So I will recommend to you, but for the battery wise, the Hubsan Zino Mini is the best drone which can go with the which can do like 7.5% one way, and the 7.5 kilometers one way, and the return flight 15 kilometers is done and landed by myself actually, and also it was forcing land as well, but it landed only just there, 4 meters away from me, which is no problem at all, as you can see. So thanks for watching. Please check my description. There are links for more range tests for a DJI Mini, and also I have a DJI Air 2, and also I have a drone which is Fimi Mini. And the Cokes. This is the Fimi Mini, which I'm going to send after the DJI. So have a look at that. I'm pretty sure you enjoyed this video and will enjoy the other videos as well. So please like, subscribe and share to our channel. It will be great. And thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.